possible to speak slow, please?
I will.
AO21, Chris O'Connell. Winner.
AO2021, Francesca Jones. Get in there, right?
So good.
Look, I don't want to compare the amount of setbacks that I've had to other players, you know? Every single player faces their own challenges.
I mean, this year's tough, not for tennis players, but for everyone.
Each one of us faces hurdles on their day-to-day basis.
I've had plenty of times off from tennis, and each time I get a different perspective when I come back and do play tennis again. So even though it was fun watching boats with my little brother, being out on tennis court is what I love doing. So yeah, I just appreciate it a lot more.
First thing, I think, past the quali, it's something that is very big for him. The good thing that he's very young, he wanted to play the Grand Slam, and no matter what.
Was excited, to play your first Grand Slam, to qualify here in Melbourne. In that moment that I won that match, I looking for the main draw.
Of course, I'm going to continue encountering my own hurdles, and it's obviously been a tough journey so far, and I'm sure it'll get a lot tougher, but it's one that I'm trying my best to enjoy.
First round match from Australia, Christopher O'Connor. Spain, Carlos Alcaraz.
Great Britain, Francesca Jones.
You instantly like Fran, you just think, great attitude, you know, she's tough. Look, she has a digit missing on both hands and her feet. She has this very rare condition. She's had numerous operations.
Well, I was born with the EEC syndrome, which means that I have 4 fingers on each hand. I have 3 toes on my right foot and 4 toes on my left. My right hand's significantly smaller than my left.
I mean, she was told, you're never going to play tennis.
I remember my dad just removing me from that room and looking me in the eyes and saying, you can do whatever you want, and we are here to support you.
And she's now qualified for the Australian Open. I mean, that is I don't know, I don't think there's a word for it. That just tells you about her.
Instead of proving people wrong, it's about proving myself right. For me, actually, it's almost been an advantage. I've had experiences that, you know, a lot of people my age may not have had so far, and that allows me to see life and my tennis career from a different perspective.
I feel she is inspirational. So this is bigger than tennis.
For me, it's just about people taking strength from my story to construct their own story, and I'd love for as many people as possible, you know, just to keep pushing their own limits and not let other people tell them what their limits are.
Forget the condition, she's a very good tennis player, and she's only going to get better. I mean, this is a wonderful chance for her.
Game 7, match Rogers. 2 sets to love, 6-4, 6-1.
I know where I'm coming from and I know where I'm going to. For me, back to work, back to giving it everything every day, and I hope you guys see me soon, but in the meantime, I'll just be knocking away at whatever door is next.
I've heard so much already his name.
He's very young, he's just 17 years old.
Well, he has it. He has the intensity, he has the passion, he has all the ingredients to become a great champion.
Everybody wants another Nadal, but you know, Rafa is Rafa. It's so difficult to be like him.
So I feel like when you start playing well and you're young and you're like a you know, promising player or something, people like to, you know, talk a lot and then, oh, she's gonna do this or he's gonna do that. And I feel like, yeah, maybe, but the racket will talk.
His story starts 2 years ago when he was 15. Everybody knows that there was a boy that, you know, has an amazing level for his age.
Alcaraz is the best under 18 at the moment. How good is he?
He just killed me, so I would say he's good.
This kind of players, particularly Carlos, yeah, everybody was talking about him when he was 15, 16, and even more now, of course. It's not easy for somebody 17 to manage that everybody's talking about him or he can be or he will be.
Well, I want to be number one, win a Grand Slam. I think this is my goals. Well, everybody in my city, my friends, my family, they want to see a match against Rafael or against one of the best.
He has a lot of great things on his game, so I really believe that he will have a great future because he's a good guy, humble, hard worker. Depends on how much you will be able to improve. That will make the difference on he's going to be very good, but if you're going to be very good or going to be an amazing champion, no? So that's all.
I want to learn about the first match to get experience for the next tournaments, the next Grand Slam I will play, and to try to enjoy the moment and to try to enjoy the first match.
We know it's going to be nerves, we know it's going to be pressure. I think he has to play for his team, he has to play for himself, and he has to try to give his best level.
Game, Serena. Alcaraz, 3 sets to love, 6-1, 6-4.
A part of that, I think he doesn't have to be thinking that what people in Spain is going to expect, or if he's a prodigy, or if he's nothing else. The more important thing is, keep growing up, because that year is going to be a lot of times that it's going to be his first time.
Yeah, he was at an achievement. 3 sets to 1.
Now I feel confident on myself and still getting experience in that kind of tournaments and enjoying the matches to play with the best player.
Past 2 times I played the Australian Open, I played higher seeds.
15th seed from Bulgaria, please welcome Grigor Dimitrov. His opponent tonight, making his Australian Open main draw debut. He's from Australia, Christopher O'Connell.
It was a little bit blurry for me. When I think back on it now, it all went really quickly.
That is world class.
To play a player of that calibre, where I'd only been playing futures and challenges, to be thrown in the deep end, and he was in good form at the time. And the game was faster.
Oh, that's good stuff.
He likes the target, does Chris O'Connell.
Yeah, I guess the more you're in these kind of environments, the more you feel comfortable with it.
Game, set match, Dimitrov.
A great effort by the young Aussie, but in the end, it's Dimitrov who prevails in 3 sets.
As opposed to my second time around, playing last year, I was a bit more calm and a bit more relaxed out on court. So I'm going to try and channel that feeling I had last year into this year.
I've known Chris a long time. Chris unfortunately suffered stress fractures in his back and they were ongoing and problematic. So he had this really sort of truncated experience, trying to transition from good junior to good senior. He took the route of staying overseas. I think he was overseas for about 10 months and just playing every small event that he could get into to build enough points to get on the cusp of 100. And he's done just that. And now he's starting to take those tentative steps to the next level.
I mean, that's the goal, to get that first win at the Oz Open. Yeah, I can't wait to get out there.
We back Chris because he's always one to live for an occasion, and we know how well he can play. We're just absolutely over the moon for him because he's done all the hard yards, a lot of hard yards.
3 sets to love, 7-6, 7-6.
I mean, that's why we play tennis, play Grand Slams, to win first rounds of Grand Slams it's just awesome. Yeah, unbelievable feeling. Having my parents there, and they've been taking me to tournaments since I was 6, 7 years old. So for them to be there and experience that with me is amazing.
Currently ranked 121. He's not far off his career high. He was 111.
Chris had a great result on Tuesday, but when I was talking to people, I was saying, look, that result was 20 years in the making.
The next goal would be to manoeuvre himself into that top 100.
He likes to play, he likes to get out on the road. He will do that again in 2021. He'll stay overseas and he'll play. Give him another year or two and he'll win that second round, and he's got a chance to push into the second week of a slam.
And that'll do it for Radu Albert. That is a big win. Too good for Chris O'Connell today.
Chris, I think we had a talk at 12, and I always remember him saying, I really love tennis because I love to run and I love to hit the ball. And I don't think that's ever changed. So he just loves to run and hit a tennis ball, and for him, hitting a great shot on the tennis court is what he lives for.
I've just got to continue to learn and play plenty of matches this year, and hopefully, I can break into that top 100.
Everyone's motivated to play sport for different reasons. For Chris, it's just the joy of playing tennis.